Jai Hind everyone. I welcome all of you here in online study of mathematics. As of now, your exam dates has been announced, and I know you are worried because in this online education you are not able to understand each and everything properly. Therefore, I have decided that from today onwards we will revise our chapter 1. Yes, class 9 chapter 1 number systems. Are you ready for your revision classes? Okay, yes, it sounds good. And before going to start our revision session, I want to discuss one thing with you all, that this is your revision classes, so we have to be in a good pace so that we can complete the required syllabus which we have to cover in entire periodic 1 exams. So I hope you will follow my instructions and you will cooperate with me with my increased pace of teaching. Yes. So this is our chapter 1 number system, where we have started this chapter. We started this chapter from natural numbers, and the set of natural numbers contains the digits 1, 2, 3 and so on. Natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. Then we have introduced the set of whole numbers, which also contains 0, 1, 2 and 3. The set of whole numbers is denoted by capital W. Then we have studied the set of integers, and it is represented by either capital I or capital Z, and it contains negative values as well as positive values. And this is in this is the entire set of integers which we have written on board. After that, you studied the set of rational numbers. Yes, and before rational numbers, you studied fractions. Yes, fractions. According to fractions, the numbers which can be written in the form of a upon b, where b is not equals to 0 and a and b both are whole numbers. Whole numbers. And what do you know by whole numbers? Whole numbers are always positive. Yes, they are always positive. If whole numbers are always positive, therefore fractions are always positive. After that, we have studied rational numbers. Rational numbers. Rational numbers. The definition of rational numbers and the definition of fractions is almost same, just a little bit difference is there. So the numbers which can be written in the form of a upon b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b both are integers. This is the difference between rational numbers and fractions. Integers. What do you understand by integers? Yes, integers are here. Integers are positive as well as negative. So integers are positive as well as negative. Therefore, rational numbers can also positive and negative. So this is the basic difference between rational numbers and fractions. After that, we have studied irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. The numbers which are not rational numbers are known as irrational numbers. Rational numbers which can be written in the form of a upon b, where b is equals to 0 and a and b both are integers. And irrational numbers, the numbers which cannot be written in the form of a upon b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b both are integers, are known as irrational number. Few examples of irrational numbers are pi. Yes, pi is an irrational number. Square root 2, square root 3, square root 5 and so on. These are the few examples of irrational numbers. Yes, we have discussed the decimal representation of rational numbers, and on the basis of their decimal representation we have declared whether the given number is rational or irrational. Like this, suppose after dividing a rational number we get its decimal expansion like that: 1.234. 1.234. After three decimal expenses, after three decimal places, our remainder here, our remainder becomes 0. Then we know, then we say that it is a terminating decimal expansion. And if the number is having terminating decimal expansion, then that number is known as your rational numbers. So if the number is of type 1.234 and after 3 decimal places our remainder becomes 0, then we say that this decimal representation is terminating. And if we have terminating decimal expansion, then that number is declared as a rational number. If we have a number 1.232323 and so on, in this case remainder never become 0. Remainder is not equals to here 0. That is why our quotient is going infinity. This kind of decimal expansion is known as non-terminating repeating. Non-terminating means because remainder is not equal to 0, and non-terminating means our quotient is keep going on up to infinity and the digits are repeating itself: 2 3, then 2 3, then 2 3. So we have repeating block of the digits, and in each block we have 2 digits which are repeating itself. So this kind of decimal expansion is known as non-terminating and repeating. And if we have a decimal expansion is of the form non-terminating and non-repeating, that rational number, yes, that rational number is known as rational number. And we have declared that the number is rational on the basis of decimal expansion. Now if the number is of the form 1.012489012 and so on means dash dash dash, where remainder is not equal to 0, what will happen in this case? If remainder is not equals to 0, that means the decimal expansion of a rational number is non-terminating. Okay, and now observe the digits or the decimal expansion. Here we don't have any fixed pattern. Here we can observe 012489012 and so on. There is no fixed pattern. Here we have a fixed pattern. The digits are repeating itself after 2 digits: 2 3 2 3 2 3. And here we have a terminating decimal expansion, but in this case the digits are not repeating itself, as well as here the decimal expansion is non-terminating. So overall the decimal expansion of this number is non-terminating and non-repeating. Yes, the decimal expansion of this kind of decimal number or this kind of rational number is non-terminating and non-repeating, and this kind of number is known as irrational number. Yes, these numbers are known as irrational numbers. So if we want to give examples of rational number, yes, first we will discuss this rational number. If I ask you to give me an example of rational numbers, so what you will write? You can write 1.896. This is a rational number because the decimal expansion of this number is terminating. Either you can write 1.8888 and so on up to infinity. So here the decimal expansion of 1.8888 and so on is non-terminating and repeating, this kind of non-terminating and repeating. Therefore it is a example of a rational number. Now look some more example of rational numbers. 1.2345, 2345, 2345 and so on. Yes, up to infinity. This is also an example of a rational number. Yes, I am saying rational number. Why it is an example of rational number? Because this is non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay, and the digits are repeating itself. 2345, 2345, 2345. So we have a repeating block of digits. The digits are repeating in a block, and each block is having 4 digits. This block, first block, is having 4 digits. This block is also having 4 digits, and similarly this block is also having a 4 digits. So this is also an example of a rational number. Now can you give me few example of irrational number? Yes, now it should be clear to you that if the decimal expansion of any rational number is non-terminating and non-repeating, that rational number is known as irrational number. So we can have this kind of irrational numbers: 1.098543128961 and so on. This is an example of an irrational number because the digits written on the board are not repeating itself, as well as the decimal expansion of this number is non-terminating because I have written dash dash dash. The meaning of this dash 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 is that the decimal expansion of this number is non-terminating. Therefore this is an example of an irrational number. You can write as many rational number as you want. Yes, you can write 2.896401238945321 and so on. Yes, you can write infinitely many irrational numbers. So this is all about rational numbers and irrational numbers, but our topic was number system, and we have discussed natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, fractions, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Yes, these are the components of number systems, or we can say number system is a very large family, and natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, fractions, rational numbers, irrational numbers are the family members of this family, number system. And now the last, we can declare the entire number system by a single name, and its name is real numbers. Yes, the entire number system can be declared as the set of real numbers, and the real numbers contains all the rational numbers as well as all the irrational numbers. Yes, the set of real numbers contain rational numbers as well as irrational numbers. Real numbers. You will study this chapter in detail in class 10th, and listen students, for you, yes, for all of you who are watching this video, this chapter 1, number system, this chapter is having a lot of importance in class 10th. In class 10th, your first chapter is based on the entire number system, where you will study rational numbers, and in detail you will study irrational numbers. You will study lots of properties and applications of irrational numbers there. So if your base is not clear in class 9th, then you will not be able to study mathematics properly in class 10th. That's why I request you, all of you, that in this lockdown situation, don't waste your time, and if you have your books then it is very good. If you don't have any book, no problem. We are teaching you from NCERT books, and NCERT books are available. You can download it from any of the website or through the website of CBSE. Yes, so no need to be need to be worried. And if still you are unable to download the PDF of mathematics, you can comment. I will provide you direct link to download the PDF file of mathematics class 9 book, or you can watch the videos of class 9th which are available on my channel under the playlist class 9. Yes, when you go through the channel VC classes, you will see some playlists, and one of the playlist is of class 9th, and there you will see so many videos related to chapter 1 and chapter 2, because chapter 1 and chapter 2 is a part of your syllabus of periodic 1 examination, and it's very important for you to obtain higher marks, highest marks, because it will be a part of your overall percentage when we will declare your result annually. So real numbers are having two parts: rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. All numbers are known as rational numbers. Yes, all numbers are rational numbers because we can convert natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers in rational form by dividing it by 1. We will discuss it later. What you need to know: real numbers are of two types, rational numbers as well as irrational numbers. Set of rational numbers is represented by capital Q, and set of irrational numbers is represented by capital T. Now we will study some concept related to natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, fractions, rational numbers, irrational numbers. And I want to tell you one more thing, that rational numbers are also your decimals. Yes, decimals are also rational numbers, and rational numbers are decimals. Yes, suppose we have a rational number 5 upon 2. 5 upon 2 is a rational number. Divide 5 by 2, you will get 2 2s are 4, 1 is remainder point. Then we can write 0, and 2 5s are 10. So this is a decimal number, and 5 upon 2 is a rational number. So rational number and decimals are two different kind of representation of the same number. Yes, we can convert rational numbers into decimals and decimals into rational number. Okay, so decimals are also a part of your number system, but because decimal numbers can be derived with the help of rational numbers, so we will not study decimals in detail. Okay, this is now not on your chapter, but I have told you that decimals are nothing, they are also a rational numbers. And what we can do, look here, we can convert natural numbers into rational numbers. How? Suppose I have taken 2. 2 is a rational number. No, you will say 2 is not a rational number. 2 is a natural number, and 2 is a whole number, and 2 is an integer. But how can you say that 2 is a rational number? But on my part, I am correct. I am saying you correct thing, because 2 is a rational number. Why? Because 2 can be written as 2 upon 1. Similarly, if we have taken a whole number, suppose I have taken 3. 3 is a whole number here. Here it was a natural number. 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. That's why 3 is a whole number. Take an integer. Sorry. Minus 2. Minus 2 can be written as minus 2 upon 1. That's why it is also an integer. So we can convert natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers in form of rational numbers. One more property I want to discuss with you all. Between two rational numbers, we can find infinitely many rational numbers, Similarly, between any two irrational numbers, we can find so many irrational numbers. In this video, what we have studied? We studied the detailed number system and the properties of number system and their conversion and real numbers. What are real numbers? Combination of rational number as well as irrational numbers. These are known as irrational number. Now I am going to tell you one more important fact which is very important for you, for your examination point of view also. Natural numbers. All natural numbers are known as whole numbers. All whole numbers are known as integers. All integers are known as rational numbers, and all rational numbers are known as irrational number. Yes, I am writing here all natural numbers known as whole numbers, all whole numbers known as integers, all integers known as all rational numbers, and all rational numbers known as irrational numbers. If you will move from left hand side to right hand side, all will be true, and if you move from right hand side to left hand side, then all will be false. If I am asking all natural numbers are z, integers, you are moving from left side to right side, therefore it will be true. If I ask you to tell me all integers are natural numbers, all integers are natural numbers means you are moving from here to here, you are moving from right to left. If you will move from right to left, then all will be false. So I think the concept is clear to you. We have discussed the entire topic in our video number system. Yes, that was my first video of this channel, number system. You can I suggest you to go through the videos which I have shared you on my channel, and then you will be able to get all the information and all the knowledge of this chapter in detail. So that was a part of an introduction of number system. In our next video we will solve the questions of exercise 1.1 and we will try to solve some questions of exercise 1.2. Therefore, till then, keep watching this video, repeat the videos, watch my previous video and be prepared for your exam. Thank you and have a nice day, and thanks for watching this video.